Hello students, today I am going to explain about the input in Java. It means how many ways are there. With the help of that we can take input from the user in Java programming. Let us discuss about this. Following are the various ways to input the data values to a Java program. The first one is by using a scanner class. It's the simplest method to use or to take the input from the user by using an input string reader class, and last but not least by using a function argument that is especially used for the BlueJ system. Now the first is by using a scanner class. By using a scanner class, how we can take an input or take an input into the Java program. So a scanner class allow the user to take input from the console. Console means command prompt. It belongs to java.util package. Means it is the a scanner class is defined in the util package, and we know that package is a collection of class, and java.util package is a predefined package where a scanner class is defined, and inside the scanner class many type of functions are defined. I will explain later, and this is used for the take as input of the primitive types values like integer value, double value, long value, short value, float value, byte, and simply in one line we can say it is the easiest way to read input in Java program because the syntax is only one line, and the syntax of the scanner class when you are writing the program you have to include this, that a scanner sc equal to new scanner and system.in, where through the sc class, through this sc class we can take the input of any primitive data types values. But one thing that always you have to remember, that java.util package should be import while using a scanner class. It is necessary. You cannot leave this line. Java.util package should be import while using a scanner class. You always remember this, okay? Now, how many methods are there in the Java scanner class? So the first method is next int. Next int is the first method which we use at the time of accepting the integer value. Next float, it is used to scan the next token of the input as a float. Next double is used to input the double value. Next byte is used to accept the byte value. Next line is used to accept the string values or the current line. Next boolean for the boolean value, and next long for the long values, and short for the short values. Now example of the a scanner class, that how we can accept the different values. So for that I will show you the example. Now see the example in BlueJ. First you open the editor, and here I wrote the code util package. See this package you have to include anyhow, okay, not leave this. And then after a scanner class to take the input, and this is the comment sign, okay. I wrote here this is for the input string, that's why I wrote that. A scanner sc equal to new scanner, system.in. Now, if I have to accept the first number, so I have declared a variable int a, and where I stored sc.next. Now system.out.println enter second number. In B we have a stored second number, and in C we have a stored number. When we will compile this, so no error. Now run this program. Run this. See, enter the first number. I will enter 20. Enter second number. I will enter 30. Enter third number. I will enter 40. Total is 90. So through the scanner class, we can accept the value, user value, like we have accepted 20, 30 and 40, and total we have printed. Through this we can do this. Now suppose you have to accept the name of a person, so you have to remove this. Now string value, I'm talking about the string value. Okay, how to take the string value? So enter your name. I will for that, which type of data type is required? String data type. String name, any variables name you can give here. So string name equal to sc dot next line, or next also for one word next, and for whole current line next line also you can give. Now your name is plus name. Now compile it. No syntax error. Execute this program. Enter your name. Last statement you have to say enter your name. Now I'm going to enter my name. Your name is Manav. Now this is the input of the string. Any data types values you can accept, only you have to write. If you want to accept the float value, so next float, double value next double, long value next long. If you want to accept the character value, so next dot caret 0, and like that only you can do, and you can accept all values of different data types. Okay, next move the next method to accept the value, and that method is by using an input stream reader class, by using IO package. So for implementing or for using this input stream reader class, you have to use the IO package. You have to import the IO package. Okay, and on that what you have done, you have import the util package, but here you have to import the IO package. The syntax is input stream reader, new input stream reader, system.in, and then buffer reader, new buffer reader, through which is input stream reader used to read the data from keyboard, and buffer read line use the data line by line through the read line method. A method is there in the PR. That method is called read and read line. So through the read line method, we can uh, accept the value line by line and read the value line by line. For example, if you have to accept the integer value, so integer dot parse it br dot read line. If you have to accept the string value, so br dot read line. If you have to accept the character value, so char in bracket then br dot read. Float value, float parse float br dot read line, and double value double dot br dot read line. So these are the common methods which is used to accept the value. Which type of value? Different data types value using the input stream reader class. Now see one example of the input stream reader class. How we can use this? Open editor. Don't forget to import the IO package. So java.io.star. Now class name I have given ISR input stream reader. Whatever the name you want to, you can give. Now suppose I have given here ISR, and also I will put ISR is a class name, so you cannot give this. ISR1 you can give, and ISR the object you have to pass, object that you have created here. ISR input stream reader, the object of input stream reader, whatever the object of the input stream reader is, that you have to put here. If it will be R, so R, ISR1, so ISR1. Now this is used to accept the value from the user, and this one read the value line by line. Now enter your name, simply name equals to br.readline. Welcome. Now if you have to accept the number, what I will do, I will write here system dot out dot print ln interrupt, enter your age, enter your age will be the integer data types age, int age equals to integer dot parseInt br dot read L capital. Okay, this is the syntax you have to remember. Br dot read. Now welcome Manobel or whatever the things, and then you have to add something, so give a plus sign, plus, then your age is whatever the message you want, you can type here. Your age is plus age. Now compile it. No syntax error. Void main. Okay, see, enter your name. First one is enter your name, Manobel. Enter your age, suppose 100. Welcome Manobel, your age is 100. Like that message will be printed here. Whatever the things you want to print, or whatever the value, whatever value you want to accept, you can accept from the input stream reader class also, and a scanner class. Okay, now next topic is the third one, by using a function argument, that is especially used in BlueJ system. Okay, BlueJ system. So this is one of the method to accept value at the time of execution of the program. When the program will execute, means at the program, when the program will be in the runtime, that time you have to give the value, and on that value the program will execute and it will perform the operation. So for example, in main method I have given two parameter int a and b. So whatever the manipulation we want, we can do with these two parameter a and b. Let's see one example so that it will be clear to you. The question is to find the sum and average of three numbers using function argument. Function argument, I have given three number a, b, c. So sum equals to a plus b plus c, and average equal to sum. As you can see here, average is double and sum is integer. So typecasting is required here. I will write here double, so that this sum will be converted into double and it will print the value. Compile it. No syntax error, you can see here. Void main first number, here only it will accept the value 20, 30, 40. See, sum equals to 90 and average 30.0. This is the way, with the help of that we can accept the. First method for this, second method is this, and third method is this. First method through the scanner class, second method through the input stream reader class, and third method is by the function argument or function argument. So argument we have given here function argument or parameter, and we are accepting the value here at the runtime, and the manipulation has done on the runtime value that I have entered. So this is our the way, with the help of that we can input the value in Java program. Now few examples so that it will be more clear. Suppose and it is given in your book, class 9 book, ICSE curriculum. The time period of a simple pendulum is given by formula T equals to 2 pi L by Z. Now write a program to calculate the time period of simple pendulum by taking length we have to accept the value, acceleration due to gravity as input. So G and L we have to take as input. This is the program of this simple pendulum. First you see the program, then after. So util.scanner also you can write like this, because only we have to use the scanner class. So a star means all. If you will not write, then only a scanner we can write, because only we are going to use the scanner class. So now enter length, next double, length is double, enter G, so G is also double. Now formula 2 into pi. So 2 pi L by Z. L by Z is in a square root, sqrt, math.sqrt L by G. So simply we can write the Java statement like this: 2 pi under root L by G. So 2 into the value of pi is 22 by 7 into a square root L by G. So L and G we have already accepted, and then we use the math.sqrt. I will explain this about the math.sqrt in the coming chapters, and all the mathematical libraries I will explain about this. Now I will compile this. Class compiled, no syntax error. Now execute this program. Enter the value length. Suppose I have entered 20 and 30. See, 5.133 is the time period for that particular simple pendulum. Okay. The next question, one more question I will explain. Write a program employee, class employee. So the name of the class will be employee, and accept basic pay of an employee. Basic pay, that salary we have to accept, and calculate the allowance and deduction as given below. What is the allowance? DA is 30% of the basic salary, HRA is 15% of the basic salary, and PF is 12.5% of the basic salary. So what is the rule? The rule is calculate gross pay equal to basic pay plus dearness amount plus HRA, and net pay equal to gross pay minus provident fund. Formula is given there, percentage is given there. Now let's see how to write the Java program. Class name should be employee, so I have given the class name employee. Now compute pay is a function, new a scanner. Also you can write any function except the main method, and simply you can write the main method also. Okay. Don't be confused. Static main string new scanner system.print basic pay I have accepted, and DA 3%, 30%, so 0.3 into basic pay, HRA 15%, so 0.15 into basic pay, PF 0.1 12.5%, so 0.125 into basic pay, and gross profit equals to BP plus DA plus HRA, and net profit equal to GP minus PF. Now simply print this. So these are the simple steps to write the program. Okay, where simply you can store the value, you can execute the program, no problem is there. Simple programs are there. Suppose enter the basic pay, suppose 20,000. So gross pay will be this much and net pay will be this much. So this is the way, with the help of that we can uh, use this type of things. Okay, thank you.